For Minukasi in the National Democratic Congress, they are having their first moment of crisis, and this is not really looking good. Now, before the 2024 elections, December 7th, John Dramani Mahama or Ghana 40 said this or his administration is going to be simple, promises made, promises kept. Basically sounding like the American President Donald Trump, what he's been saying all along. So on the Obano, Niama or Kaso Bayen and one obey. But Kamia Kwesa, this particular NDC administration, in some of Makan already, even before the swearing in of John Dramani Mahama, we've seen say they are backtracking or they started backtracking on most of this issue. Now, what is really causing this? It's for that's sorry, not just say NDC for one of our lead transition members at a force who is tapped to be the Minister of Finance. Or the same I remember said this particular person or a person who is with Mahama's administration team and Mahama's transition team. So basically, someone can we won't just take it at face value. We end up I generate a whole lot of controversy. If you watch what is on the screens close, this is a copy from Joy News. Or say we will scrap E-Levy. We will scrap E-Levy betting tax with our new majority status at forcing. Now, if you want the date very close, this was way back in 10th October, last year, 10th October 2024. Okay. And except you and question video Mahama Diabe Tuja across all of this. I said the minority leader Dr. Atoforsen said controversial taxes such as the electronic transfer levy, that's E-Levy, known as E-Levy, and betting taxes will be scrapped. That was what they said. That was what the NDC promised Ghanaians and the youth. It's for Meno Kasano and Neno video Biaba Betuja, John Dramani Mahama, and Kamia Kwese, he has already started backtracking on this. Or Pact say, it's a Ghana for no, Yeni IMF, Acco agreements, no. IMF agreements, no. A deal Ghana for the IMF, of course, they will put certain taxes for them to get money, and for us to continue to benefit from those taxes, no, they can't just come and scrap away those taxes. And no, ena Mahama can it is for Edani. You could share this particular video by a bit to us
with audits, and so I assured them that when we come, we'll rationalize the taxes. They have signed an agreement with the IMF, and so you might not be able to come and dismantle those taxes immediately. But we will rationalize them. We will make sure that we get revenue from other places.
For joining. So that's exactly what John Dramani Mahama said in a recent statement concerning the scrapping of taxes near there. No, people say, and yes, they won't buy scrap E-Levy, scrap betting taxes. Or yes, now he doesn't know what will happen. Now, initially, that was the plan of the National Democratic Congress. But like I said, or can't send some and during the campaign and after the elections, and it's also was part of the MPP's communication team. Said if Mahama should scrap all those taxes, his government will fail because basically there's no money. So if you are scrapping all the income generators for your government, how are you going to make money? How are you going to make money? What I say, and no, and Mahama, say, ye tin kakra and say, transition team, a question is what Ghana for your coffee, skinny who, so betting taxes near my name, and one, it immediately support near my, and even aside from that, crano, IMF, deal and IMF for coin, we were supposed to put these kind of taxes in place, and no, and Mahama, and then when you're changing tone and changing. Mind that all parties said these taxes, and yes, they buy nearby behavior, they will do something about it, and as they rationalize it, rationalization, I don't know how. And I'm for say, Mahama, we know say Ijumana Babaye no so a yedding. But Ghana for after the next 4 years, they will not sit down and see, they will not sit down and ask themselves, and I do not sit down and say, did Mahama rationalize the taxes or not? The question to ask themselves is, did Mahama take off the taxes or not? Well, Mahama say man more time. He's not even sworn in into court and social media. As people are bashing John Dramani Mahama, a Bimukra started using him say you can't Debbie. Or must start to say NDC for Ghana for say move with him man and Nesamahu and the Bimusoka say allow him. He has not even been sworn in. Meanwhile, in other news to John Bodu and in Sambia Babe to your party say there's a whole lot of things going on in Ghana in regards with the EC, but then EC should have done something to avoid all of these issues at air cost. You could see some John Bood, the former MPP's party secretary Tuja.
Almighty U.S. Donald Trump should let every political party go. but yeah, the John Body just because of uncophobia. He said, "Oh, John Body, powerful. I'm powerful. Not say we win elections, one. Over me a week, now me lose elections. Is that what that's happening? Because election, no, yeah, no. And yanda hosta kwa. Yanda hosta kwa. You plan, you strategize. Baby, you take a deliberate decision to say, walk, women, this is how it is done everywhere. And she said, seven. Now, 7 more, you are away. More for accountant. More workers, so be a professor, so your accountant, umbra. Munya, or be a flyer. Number 12, Swaba, is that what you do? They're popular, not my account. Whether we're experience, whether we're you know. That thorough work is done. Also about parliament now. Unya all states of the tribal mix. Also unya ma do I sizable for the first time you all my 80% of parliament. Yeah, it's in Nara. It's only this year. Now NDC ma or more parliament no. Or my doors don't ask me better. 1996. In the air concern, you take deliberate actions to make sure that you be reacting, you be winning. Now, on my do a war parliamentary representative, and so on. At some point in our history, you call and say that a mad do a yesterday members of parliament. And almost year, ma emema and contestation. I will say, man contestation. Oh, yes, because those constancy are strongholds. So, and it's all bad to win you a hot year. Not even for ever be able for primary, sir. Even for be able for primary, sir. Yama oba contestation. So, but time and I take a decision. Now I too late. And the very people who were championing that way were people who have been beneficiaries of that idea. Hello, what's
yeah, me follow pa.
The very people are almost champions were the very people who will have been beneficiaries of that system. But the bigger thinking is that you per se a number of or parliament, the BR, no, to me, a queen. The BM Becahua, and it's a sort. So there is deliberate interventions to make sure that you're able to protect the number of women are represented. Because in my politics, to that level, and that for more. For a woman to be able to rise from politics in Kwalabrima to become a member of parliament, character assassination, monocracy, to be a politics and also when you are in a one shall want to mean keep you a family, want to mean baby a warrior, baby shama or politics. Which one for Omodo Dwai and Omokun. Because of the demands of the job. Local meeting about 2 a.m. Oh, sorry, I'm not I was also at work. They'll me up and around. Sometimes it's 1 a.m. the following day by 8, 9, I was say 89 and I was here for Ukuna. Now Ukuno and your matured papa. 2 a.m. no my phone wale no be expect to be bank no be media na papa. And so was an when see a mother that with me akwejuma. Nti a challenges are in my face of politics. Do a political party, you find ways of protecting these women because they are not starting on an equal footing with us as men. If you don't recognize this, it means you don't even understand what you are doing. You don't really understand what you are doing. You do. For instance, the Kai 2020 and they decided on Prime Minister. There was this thing about those times, it's very impossible, very impossible. Let us take decision as to how everything I am. Okay, criteria being after or the AF parliamentary plan. Because that constantly chairman for a parliamentary candidate, and then I'm saying, young got them. The regional executive that's another snatch chairman to her. And she wants me. Just been Jai region and Mahama decided to offer it. And she had young criteria officer for the parliamentary plan. First, kind of say, baby, I'm my one young protector. Baby, not my the parliamentarians one young boy on the bike. And she obtained
Jesse the Barbara Nana.
And you obtained if anything. Obtained by now a war. Quabre.
Yeah. Wait. They're going to be the escape. Yeah, wait. Dr. Kwako Timbano.
Oh no, Mama Pact. If anything, but if you just say, your friends are my or him or in the market of course. They say notable women. Yeah, get to protect.
No, Francisca, where Francis got in. Yeah.
So, in the Nema eco-politics, Mama, typical example. To say Damboche says, we do a party for 98, about the year 2000. You win 2004. Okay, Minister Kra little bit. No decided of a soccer parliament. Nka all call no. Na ya man call for na contest election. In the name of democracy ana. Ne contest na ye contest no. Na ye problem. Bensema imrante mabawa ebe kan fa Damboche ho. Ubia when is that Damboche your computer science? Those times, computer science, 78, 9, 81, 80, no. Now computer, no, kana, ne wo mainframe computer. We own a mainframe.
And only a day.
A computer that is afraid. Kakraka. As a tabletop, every bar. And thereby and a computer. What is a 4-year computer? The opera was to be around winner. The Juma computer here, this is the idea and same. Yeah. Koye Juma Coco board, politics in tea. Ujaye, Chistino corrector. Obaye. But the party office, a big wine time. No, on me, I don't know, campaign manager. Or no, Nena na de mu na mo ye Dubai campaign. Oba office secretary. We hear that.